Hello, my friend. First of all, I just really wanted to say thank you for dedicating your valuable time and joining my free training today. I will be very honest with you from the very beginning, and I'll tell you that it's going to be a recording. However, I'll always be available to answer any questions you may have over the social media or over the chat button on the website. So I will be sharing information today about 0% business funding and the business credit and how you can get 100K plus in 0% investment capital to fund any business in less than 30 days. So it's going to be one of the most valuable 15 minutes in your life. So if you watch that video till the end, it can dramatically change your life and the way how you look at the funding. So let's dive right in. So I will be sharing information today. First of all, who is this for? The old ways of funding, benefits of the business cards versus personal cards, funding what you need and what you don't need to have, how to travel around the world for free, and how to invest other people's money. So according to the open information, in the US, just last year, over than 82% of the small businesses failed because of the cash flow problems. I do run multiple companies myself and I had exactly the same problem. My business was not generating enough cash flow in order to reinvest it back to my business, and I had to work very hard for a long period of time in order to get some money to put into the marketing, then to hire more people, buy equipment, trucks, and just grow the business in general. So if you are the business owner who want to focus on growing your business but not just looking for the money, just please stay with me till the end of the webinar and I'll explain you how you can do it with no problem. So we are moving forward. So who is this for? This webinar is going to be for the current business owners or the real estate investors who need more money to scale, for the entrepreneurs that have a goal or dream, but in order to make it happen, they need more money. And literally anyone who needs money to take advantage of the additional investments opportunity or for the additional streams of income. So following my strategy, you get in multiple benefits. So first of all, you don't need to use old methods of funding anymore at all. So you don't need to give away part of your company to investors or friends who is later on going to tell you what to do and how to run your business properly. So you don't need to take expensive personal loans and pay interest rate. Doesn't matter you use that loan or you do not use that loan. So you don't need to use your personal cards and you ruin your credit score. And also you don't need to put a collateral like a car, house, or business in order to access funds and grow your business. So basically you don't really need to depend on anyone. You can just easily get the funds and focus on growing your business yourself. So I'll be sharing some benefits of the business credit cards versus personal cards. So the first benefit is going to be that the business card does not affect or report in your personal score. And what I mean by that, so every time when you use personal card, let's say you have one card for 10K and you want to use those money for the next 2 or 3 months without paying it back. So when you use those 8K out of 10, so when the closing date comes, the bank sends the report, the credit report to 3 bureaus in the United States, and your utilization rate gonna go up to 80%, which dramatically will lower your credit score. But if you have a business card for 10, 20, 50, 100K, if you're going to use the entire balance of the card, it's not going to affect or report in your personal score because business side do not report to your personal. And we go to the second benefit right now, that it does not report utilization rate. So if you have business credit card for 50K and you use entire 50K for the first month, second month, or the third month, it's not going to report your utilization rate. So it's not going to affect your personal credit score. So then the next one is going to be the third benefit. So you can remove the hard inquiries even on open account. So if you have, let's say, 2 or 3 personal cards open it, and for each card you have hard inquiry, if you want to remove hard inquiry on the personal side, if you remove hard inquiry, the bank's automatically going to close your account. But at the same time, let's say you got 3 cards on the business side, you have 100K limit, within 6 months, you can remove those hard inquiries without closing the account. So your profile gonna stay clean and you can just go ahead and repeat funding process, repeat more and more. Always on the business side, we have 3 times higher limits than personal credit cards. So if you have personal card for 10K, so we can assume that every time you will be applying for the business card, your limit can start from 30K. The next benefit is going to be rewards points, cashback, and free traveling. If you know how to utilize business expenses properly, so you will be collecting multiple points per year, which you can use actually for the car rental, free hotels, travels, and much more. So the next one is going to be actually 0% APR for up to 18 months. And now this is the most important point when it comes to the business credit and 0% funding. What means 0% APR? So banks lend us money specifically for 6, 9, 12, or 18 months actually with 0%, which means that we can use the entire balance of the K, like 50K or 100K for the 18 months without paying any interest on your money. So then the next one is going to be that you do not really need to build the business credit or have revenue to apply. The revenue can be only projection. So the next point is going to be low monthly payments, only 1% of what you use. So let's say you have the card for 50K, and in order to keep that card active, so you just need to repay only 1% of the balance. So in order to use those 50K per year, you just need to pay $500 monthly in order to have that card and line opened. And then the last one is going to be ability to balance transfer to the other 0% credit cards. What it gives to us, we actually can have, let's say, only one card for 50K for the 18 months, right? So now we have months of number 16, and we understand that we need actually to extend those 0% funding, and we need actually money for a longer time, for the next 12 months. So we can simply apply for the next business card, which is going to be also 0% card for the 12 months, for the 50K, and we can balance transfer from one card to the previous card and extend the time and still use those funds for the longer time, and we can extend it up to 2, 3, or even 4 years. So taking into consideration all those benefits of the business cards, we can simply understand that it's much better and beneficial to use business credit versus personal credit. And then moving forward, I'll just explain you what do you really need to qualify for business credit and what you don't need. So you definitely need to know what cards to apply for, when to apply for, and how to apply for. Then how to optimize your business and personal credit profile, secret underwriting criteria in order to be approved, and at the same time what actions to do for the best results and the highest limits. I do see a lot of the time the common mistake is that people just applying for the cards themselves and they get like really low limits, 5K instead of 50, they apply for the wrong cards with the wrong banks, so screw up the entire credit profile, and please don't do that. So what you don't need to have an LLC or the business revenue. So it's literally can be just brand new company, and you can just get funds for the brand new company with zero revenue. You don't need to ruin your personal credit, of course, and you don't need to verify your income. So the next topic is going to be about traveling and the rewards, right? Credit card points, rewards, and travel. So if you use the right card for all your expenses in the business or the personal life, you can get X3 and up to X10 value in points per each dollar spent and use it for the best hotels, resorts worldwide, even Maldives, Bahamas, business class flights, rental cars, and a lot more. So I'll just give you an example. So only for one of my companies, I spent $10,000 monthly for the advertising for Google, Bing, Facebook, Yahoo, or some different search engines. So basically, if I spend 10K per month, I spend 100K per year. So if I use the right card, I can get X4 value, so which means that I can get 480K points per year. And 480K points per year, usually if you just purchase something through the Chase portal or through the Amex travel portal, those points multiplies by 0.25. So it gives us actually $6,000 in free money per year only from one category, for the ads category, and only for the one company, not including the expenses for the salary, for the equipment, for gas, and some other expenses as well. So basically what I mean by that till the end of the year, if you know how to utilize your credit cards properly, you can get actually multiple points and thousands of dollars in free value, which you can use after that for travel. So I'll just show you how it works. Basically, the last week I was staying at the hotel Hyatt Regency Dallas. For 4 nights, the hotel charged $1,100. And for the 2 queen beds with the city views, they charged $314 per night. But just because I know how to utilize points properly, I decided that I don't really want to spend any dollars out of my pocket, and I want to pay for that reservation in points. So each time when you pay in points, you have the power just leverage the points and get the better price for the reservation. What I mean by that you can pay partially in points and partially in the US dollars in order to save points for your next trip. Or you can just simply pay in full totally with points. So I'll just show you how much I paid. So the standard rate was $314 per night, but I was able to leverage the points for that reservation, and each room cost me 6,000 points plus $50, which is basically around $110, $120 per night instead of $300. So I paid for that reservation just in total, if we're gonna convert everything to dollars, I paid $474 instead of $1,156. So I was able to stay in that great, amazing hotel with great amenities for 2.5 times cheaper than all people who was staying next to me. So then if we go one step further, I'll just show you here a great hotel in California. They charge almost $3,000 per night in dollars, of course. And if you choose to pay in points, they charge actually only 40K points, which is roughly about $450 per night. So Would you rather to pay $3,000 out of your pocket per night, or you can just lower the price 7 times actually cheaper and pay $0 out of your pocket and just use your points and book the trip? Hotels, it's only one of the categories where you can utilize your points. You can use your points for travel, for the flight tickets, for upgrading from the standard flight to the business class flight, for the rental cars, even to purchase something from Amazon or use your points and buy Apple. So now we slowly move to the next topic, to one of the most important topics, so where to invest other people's money. So one by one, I'll just line up here some examples where you can use those funds. So basically the first one is going to be Section 8 investing. What it means that you can earn guaranteed income through affordable housing, and instead of dealing with the tenants, you can easily receive checks every month from the government, who is going to pay your market rent just directly to your bank account. So the next one is going to be tour side hustle. You can build a fleet and earn passive income with tour. I know a lot of my friends who actually, without using any single dollar from their own pocket and just simply utilizing credit, they first got 4 cars and then another 4 and then another 4, and now they have 40 cars in their fleet, which is generating the passive income every month for them. The next one is going to be Airbnb investing. So you can build Airbnb short-term rental empire and earn passive income just simply utilizing the credit. I'll give you a quick example how you can do that, so you can just have a better understanding and better idea. Basically, here in the US, you can just easily sign the lease with the landlord or the apartment complex for 12 or 24 months with opportunity to sublease that property and just put it on the market, and just put it on Airbnb, VRBO, or booking platforms and generate some passive income. So let's say you got the property and you need to pay to the landlord $2,000 rent monthly, and then you have to pay for the housekeeping, for restocking your property, and for maintenance to the handyman another $1,000. But over the month, you generate from that property $5,000. Basically, you just deduct your monthly rental pay and some maintenance fee as well, which is $1,000, and you can see that one property can generate you up to $2,000 easily. If you have 20 properties like that, so you can basically make semi-passive income $20,000 monthly. Then the next part, of course, if you already know where to put those money, you can just easily scale or start the business, invest in your existing business, or completely start the new one. Or you can just buy automated e-commerce store. You can buy Amazon, Walmart, Shopify store, which also gonna generate you passive income. So now I just really wanted to share with you some wins, what we were able to get for our clients. The first card right here on the left side is just one single card for 60K credit line. Then the next one is actually one of my friends. He got approval for 79K across 2 cards only. The next one is actually crucial. The guy applied for 4 different business credit cards and he got 127K in the business credit, and he really want to wipe everything down and want to repeat the same process within the next 6 months and get actually over than 200K for him. So then the next people actually got 34K credit line, 60K card, 50K card, 0%, all 0%, 74K card. Here just heard back from Chase working with the relationship manager, 50K approval. As always, the big numbers and the big game. 10K, another 50K, and here is 50K. So that's the results what we consistently get for our clients. So then when it comes to the 6 steps to get ready for funding, right? So you always need to be ready. So first you need to optimize your personal credit profile. What I mean by that, you need to make sure that there is nothing to hold your credit back. No derogatory marks, no bankruptcy, no late payments, utilization rate is as low as possible. So when your personal credit profile optimized, we just go to the next step. We need to create or change your current LLC to the low risk LLC, because if you're going to apply with the high risk LLC, it automatically can lead to the denial. Then we just go to the next step. Just make sure that all business information is optimized. Business address, business email, business phone number, and everything which is related to the business side needs to be optimized too. Then the next point, we just need to build a relationship with the right banks, of course, in order to get the best results. Then we just need to create strategic plan before applying. We need to know what to apply for, when to apply for, and how to apply for. And then when we have all those steps in place, we are ready to get funding. So we just go and hit apply. So the ultimate way actually to apply for funding is through high-level people in the banks, business relationship managers. And the good point on the program is that you can leverage relationships that I have made and apply for high-limit cards using my business relationship managers. So now you want to ask me, Bogdan, how can I get actually access to that knowledge and to that strategy as well? Well, most of the funding companies charge between 10 to 15% from the funded amount. So let's say if you need between 100 and 150K, you really need to pay back to the funding company between 10 to 15K to get those funds, and it's only one-time service. So the next time when you need funding, you need to pay another 10K and another 10K, another 20K, and just like that. So we do not charge any percentage from the funded amount. So we work in completely different ways. So you don't have to pay over and over and over. You need to be able to repeat that process anytime when you need funds, you want to open new business, you just got additional investment opportunity. So I'll just explain you within a second how we used to work with our clients. So we used to offer free strategy session. Me and my team set aside time in the next 72 hours to speak to you personally about how can you apply those ideas into your business. So what we're gonna do, we will just craft step-by-step personal funding plan for you based on the area you live, based on the banks you have, based on the personal credit profiles that you have, and based on the lot of different criteria so that you can start accessing the funds today. So what I really wanted to mention is that the world is consistently changing. The change is constant. And this funding opportunity will not really last forever, and we cannot guarantee that it will be available in the future. However, we can confirm that it's available now. So if you really want to save years of your time searching for the information, ruining your personal credit score, applying for the wrong cards, getting the lower limits, so don't hesitate any longer. Fill out the application and hop on the call with me, and we will be able to talk about personal funding plans specifically created for you and explain you everything in the really small details.